going on, chat? It is Garrett here. So I'm here. I'm gonna read a Bible verse right now. Before we start on Madden, gonna read the Bible verse. Generations. Adam to Noah. This is the record of the descendants of Adam. When God created human beings, He made them in the likeness of God. He created them male and female. When they were created, He blessed them and named them humankind. Adam was 130 years old when he begot his son in his name and his likeness, after his image, and he named him Seth. Adam lived 800 years after he begot Seth, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Adam was 930 years. Then he died. When Seth was 105 years old, he begot Enosh. Seth lived 807 years after he begot Enosh, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Seth was 912 years. Then he died. When Enosh was 90 years old, he begot Kenan. Enosh lived 815 years after he begot Kenan, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Enosh was 905 years. Then he died. When Kenan was 70 years old, he begot Mahalalel. Kenan lived 840 years after he begot Mahalalel, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Kenan was 910 years. Then he died. When Mahalalel was 65 years old, he begot Jared. Mahalalel lived 830 years after he begot Jared, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Mahalalel was 895 years. Then he died. When Jared was 162 years old, he begot Enoch. Jared lived 800 years after he begot Enoch, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Jared was 962 years. Then he died. When Enoch was 65 years old, he begot Methuselah. Enoch walked with God after he begot Methuselah for 300 years, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Enoch was 365 years. Enoch walked with God, and he was no longer here, For God took him. When Methuselah was 187 years old, he begot Lamech. Methuselah lived 782 years after he begot Lamech, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Methuselah was 969 years. Then he died. When Lamech was 182 years old, he begot a son, and named him Noah, saying, "This one shall bring us relief from our work and the toil of our hands, out of the very ground that the Lord has put under a curse." Lamech lived 595 years after he begot Noah, and he had other sons and daughters. The whole lifetime of Lamech was 777 years. Then he died. When Noah was 500 years old, he begot Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Origin of the Nephilim. When human beings began to grow numerous on the earth, and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw how beautiful the daughters of human beings were. And so they took for their wives whomever they pleased. Then the Lord said, "My spirit shall not remain in human beings forever, because they are only flesh. Their days shall comprise 120 years. The Nephilim appeared on earth in those days, as well as later, after the sons of God had intercourse with the daughters of human beings, who bore them sons. They were the heroes of old, the men of renown." Warning of the flood. When the Lord saw how great the wickedness of human beings was on earth, and how every desire that their heart conceived was always nothing but evil, the Lord regretted making human beings on the earth, and his heart was grieved. So the Lord said, "I will wipe out from the earth the human beings I have created, and not only the human beings, but also the animals, and the crawling things, and the birds of the air. For I regret that I made them." But Noah found favor with the Lord. These are the descendants of Noah. Noah was a righteous man and blameless in his generation. Noah walked with God. Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. But the earth was corrupt in the view of God, and full of lawlessness. When God saw how corrupt the earth had become, since all mortals had corrupted their ways on earth, God said to Noah, "I see that the end of all mortals has come, for the earth is full of lawlessness because of them. So I am going to destroy them with the earth." Preparation for the flood. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Equip the ark with various compartments, and cover it inside and out with pitch. This is how you shall build it. The length of the ark will be 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. Make an opening for daylight, and finish the ark a cubit above it. Put the ark's entrance on its side. You will make it with bottom, second, and third decks. I, on my part, am about to bring the flood waters on the earth, to destroy all creatures under the sky, in which there is the breath of life. Everything on earth shall perish. I will establish my covenant with you. You shall go into the ark, you and your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. Of all living creatures, you shall bring 2 of every kind into the ark, 1 male and 1 female, to keep them all alive along with you. Of every kind of bird, of every kind of animal, and of every kind of thing that crawls on the ground. 2 of each will come to you, that you may keep them alive. Moreover, you are to provide yourself with all the food that is to be eaten, and store it away, that it may serve as provisions for you and for them. Noah complied. He did just as God had commanded him. Then the Lord said to Noah, Go into the ark, you and all your household, for you alone in this generation have I found to be righteous before me. Of every clean animal, take with you 7 pairs, a male and its mate, and of the unclean animals 1 pair, a male and its mate. Likewise, of every bird of the air, 7 pairs, a male and a female, to keep their progeny alive over all the earth. For 7 days from now, I will bring rain down on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. And so I will wipe out from the face of the earth every being that I have made. Noah complied, just as the Lord had commanded. The great flood. Noah was 600 years old when the flood came upon the earth, together with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives. Noah went into the ark because of the waters of the flood, of the clean animals and the unclean, of the birds and of everything that crawls on the ground. 2 by 2, male and female, came to Noah into the ark, just as God had commanded him. When the 7 days were over, the waters of the flood came upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, on the 17th day of the month, on that day, all the fountains of the great abyss burst forth, and the floodgates of the sky were opened. For 40 days and 40 nights, heavy rain poured down on the earth. On the very same day, Noah and his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and Noah's wife and the 3 wives of Noah's sons had entered the ark, together with every kind of wild animal, every kind of tame animal, every kind of crawling thing that crawls on the earth, and every kind of bird. Pairs of all creatures in which there was the breath of life came to Noah into the ark. Those that entered were male and female, of all creatures. They came as God had commanded Noah. Then the Lord shut him in. The flood continued upon the earth for 40 days. As the waters increased, they lifted the ark, so that it rose above the earth. The waters swelled, and increased greatly on the earth. But the ark floated on the surface of the waters, higher and higher on the earth. The waters swelled until all the highest mountains under the heavens were submerged. The waters swelled 15 cubits higher than the submerged mountains. All creatures that moved on earth perished: birds, tame animals, wild animals, and all that tamed on the earth, as well as all humankind. Everything on dry land with the breath of life in its nostrils died. The Lord wiped out every being on earth, human beings and animals, the crawling things and the birds of the air. All were wiped out from the earth. Only Noah and those with him in the ark were left. When the waters had swelled on the earth for 150 days. Hold on, chat. I have to try to fix this. Is that right? I lowered that one a little bit. Yeah. Let's see. Oh no, Viking. Okay, I gotta fix that. Oh, that's good. Gotta try to follow. that's what happened. I have to put my webcam. It is. Alright. Fixed it. Ayo. How to fix it. Alright, go back to Madden.
It's in the game.
Yeah. No. Oh, lunchtime? Yeah. Pretty soon, but not right now. $95 overall. Season 8 upgrade token pack. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. See, I don't think I have time for one of them games. Mom, how long do I have? How long do I have?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup, and I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
We give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's a gain
3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Berringer to punt.
And it's 4th down.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
46-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and a missed tackle there. He pushes forward, and will give him 4 yards.
42-yard line.
They'll try and play with some pace early on.
2nd and 6.
They'll stick with him again, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On 3rd down, it's Brady. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 20, here's second down and 7. Now Brady. Short one there to his tight end, Fan. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they...
Hold on. I'm not installing that game again. No way, Jose.
Set up first and goal.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Go!
Here's a run. And he'll take this one in. Eric Dickerson. Touchdown, Lions. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions 7, Seahawks nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Samuel going to see what he can do. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Seahawks offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Here's Mayfield. No chance at all. He'll go down.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game.
I took
Greg
my
and I
medicine.
back from Ford Field in
Yeah.
Detroit in a moment.
No, let's finish the game. You said 30 minutes.
On second
running
down,
third
Baker.
quarter.
And that's going to wind up incomplete.
No,
Third and long.
Your excuse for this. I'm trying to hurry it.
Throwing is Mayfield. Lets it go downfield for Ferguson. And that is incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it's going to lead to fourth down. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
To the ground, he'll get it again. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line. Brady, one of the best ever in these spots, trying to get his guys to the line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 60, at the 60.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with us, and instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Brady to throw. There's Fant open right side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of
14 on the pickup. First down, Detroit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
He'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Set. 70 Lions.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Detroit Lions.
4th
So
quarter.
points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now a run to begin the fourth quarter on 1st and 10. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Brady. This one complete to his tight end Fant. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, an opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Up the middle they go. A short kick down to the 7. 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
They'll go with him again.
A gain of 3 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try to run this one in.
Dickerson, the ball carrier. A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
Got it. Ready?
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
14 seconds.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Mayfield. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Baker to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
Baker Mayfield sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
Game over, we won.
So it's
Why'd you
a win
get off the
here
game?
for the Lions. Just the one touchdown in this one, but they made it hold up.
All right, I'm getting off. I'll be back on. See you guys. Be sure to hit that follow, all right?